Oh, you're back. Whew, sorry, I was just wandering around out in the back of the camera, the part you can't see. That was me. Hey, this is a photography class. I don't know if you knew that or not. And because of the photography class, you do have some work that you have to do this week. And hopefully it'll push you out a little bit out of your comfort zone, but also hopefully it won't be too difficult. You guys do have a project that is coming up. This project is designed to help you learn how to tell a story using photos. So what does that mean? The idea behind the project is you will take at least 15 pictures that show some form of a story. So it has to have a beginning, it has to have an end, a bunch of stuff in between. Now, the story does not have to be a fantastical story or journey through it all. It could be a couple simple things. And in a few minutes, you'll see a list of suggestions that I came up with. You are more than welcome to do something else that's not on that list. But this is just a way to get you going. Like number one in there, I put you could tell a story through Legos if you want to. Create your own little world there, get your people, take a picture of them doing something, make it artistic a little bit, right? Use different compositions, maybe have the camera lower, pointing up towards the Legos, but change the scenery 15 times, right? So maybe you already have, I don't know what's a good Lego. There's Harry Potter sets. Maybe you've already got Star Wars sets, right? Things like that. So let's go with Star Wars. Maybe you just want to tell a story using Star Wars Legos. And so you set the ship up, you get the people out, you got Luke Skywalker, you want to make him the hero he actually is and not the one that the new movies made him out to be. Well, now's your opportunity, right? So you take a picture of him standing next to the ship. R2-D2 comes up. Right? And then he goes, "No, R2, we've got to go save the galaxy." And then you take another picture. Maybe it's him flying. Maybe it's in the cockpit and the camera is just Luke Skywalker's face inside the windshield, right? And then you move on, right? We're telling a story through pictures. Now, the other side of that, the thing that's going to make you the most uncomfortable probably, is that you have to narrate that story for us, okay? So your final project, your group project, or your final project presentation will just be a simple PowerPoint slide using those 15 or more photos, right? But then you have to narrate the story for us as you go through the project, okay? So not only are you using the pictures, you're also telling us what to do. Now you can do this along with something like baking, right? Maybe you are a baker for a hobby. Maybe you want to teach us how to make a lovely fettuccine Alfredo with broccoli, okay? So you're going to take pictures of the things that you're using to create, right? Make it artistic. Take a picture of a milk jug. If you need milk, take a picture of the pasta laying out. Maybe make a design with the pasta. I don't know, but 15 photos with 15 steps as to how to make this done. And then when you get up here, you're going to be like, today I'm going to tell you the story of how to create a delicious dinner for your family. And so we're going to begin right here with step number one, gather your ingredients. So I like the way that the light was hitting the refrigerator in our kitchen. And so I wrote out the ingredient list and I put it up on the refrigerator. And you can see from this photo, this is the list of things that I'm going to buy. But again, I just like the way the shadow and light created kind of a contrast. Kind of made you feel like a nice, cool winter day, right? And so I take the list and then I go to the kitchen. And then in the kitchen, take a picture of your kitchen, right? Maybe some leading lines with the counter, something like that. So give us a little bit of a picture of your kitchen. Say, this is where I love to create. I don't cook all the time. I cook sometimes. But when I do, the kitchen's where I do it, right? And so then you get out your ingredients, you take a picture of them, crack an egg, right? You put the egg in the bowl. The egg has 2 yolks in it. Maybe you do like a top-down picture, just here's the eggs. Hey, if you want to gather together some friends, maybe you want to create an entire fantasy story for us, right? So maybe you got some friends who just want to get together and do some form of cosplay or something like that, where you all dress up as elves and wizards and you go out to the local woods area and you take pictures of the adventure, right? Maybe they've got swords that they're fighting with, et cetera, et cetera. You're more than welcome to do a story like that. You could tell the story of a loved one. You know, maybe you've got a grandma or a grandpa who fought in World War II who is still alive, and you want to give us an example of what it was like for them back in the day when the war was happening. Find a way to take 15 pictures or so to detail that. Probably be a lot of people in there. A lot of pictures of a person in there if you're telling a story about a person. But you could use World War memorabilia. Maybe they have the veteran's hat. Maybe they received a medal, right? You can tell us the story of a family member that way. Again, I came up with a list of things that you could do. It's just going to be up to you to put that project together. Now, there's only 15 of you in the class, and so we will go over those 15 presentations the end of next week, Thursday and Friday, so your projects will need to be done by that Thursday. The rest of the details will be available for you in the Dropbox, where you'll have to submit those things for me later. But that's coming. More details here soon. Just start thinking through. Again, after I'm done talking on the video, the sub will show you a list of things that I've come up with, but maybe you guys together could brainstorm. Maybe you want to get with a partner and you guys share ideas of what you want to do, but each person has to make their own project, though, in the end. So I think I said the presentation needs to be about 4 to 6 minutes, so nothing major. So the idea is to get the pictures, but then to give us details, okay? So make sure you're giving us details about the story and the picture and things like that. So I think that's it for the group project that I need to tell you. But then also, additionally, you are going to be participating in a 10-day photo challenge. The photo challenge is designed to get you out and get you taking pictures on a regular basis. So after class today, you will have the ability to take part of your first one, which I should have had this loaded already. All right, today, when you get home, you need to take a self-portrait of yourself, okay? You can make it an outfit of the day, an OOTD, all right? But it needs to be a self-portrait. I think it should be a form of a self-portrait that allows you to kind of show who you are a little bit. So maybe you're a soccer player and you just want to put on a soccer t-shirt. Bam! And you want to take a picture in your soccer t-shirt, then do that, right? Maybe your favorite thing to do is just to cozy up with a good book and read inside of your bed, and you got all the stuffed animals around you. Set the camera up. Obviously, keep all these pictures appropriate, please, but set your cameras up and take a picture of you entrapped in stuffed animals and pillows while holding a good book in front of your face. But I read somewhere once that every photographer is so comfortable being behind camera that it's always good for you to every once in a while make sure you're in front of it, okay? So you need to take a self-portrait. You can do that on your own, set the camera up, set the phone up. You can have somebody take the picture for you, but you design it, all right? So day 1, self-portrait. Day 2, something in nature, simple enough. Most things are dead right now, so it's not going to be very easy to find something that looks incredibly beautiful, but part of maybe this is finding beauty in things that shouldn't necessarily look beautiful. I love dead trees in the background of photos. I think it's awesome when something in front is life and in the background is nothing but trees. So maybe you go out and you buy a single rose from the grocery store and you find a way to prop that rose up in the middle of a trail surrounded by dead trees. I mean, that's art, right? And that's showing that there's life even amongst the dead, or I guess trees are hibernating, they're sleeping. I don't know what you call it anymore. I'm not a science guy. I'm just a Bible guy. But that shows some time of life, some time of nature picture. You could do one for water, but that's also day 10. But maybe you just want to take a picture, a landscape picture. Maybe you got a favorite area that you go out and you want to visit, and you go there all the time. Take a picture of it to make it last. Day 3 then, food. Everybody loves taking pictures of their food. Maybe you make yourself a meal. Maybe somebody else made you a meal. Maybe you cook some eggs in the morning and the steam is rising from the top. Maybe try to capture a picture of the steam coming off those eggs. I don't know. Take a picture of some food. Then day 4, someone you love. If you don't have anybody that you love, and maybe ask somebody in the room if you can take their picture. They might say no, not because they don't love you, but because they don't like their picture taken. But my point is, someone you love. I will even let you choose who that person is, right? No restrictions on it, except for Make it a person, right? Go up to somebody and say, I didn't take a picture of somebody I love. And they say, okay, I guess that's me. And then you say, I take a picture. And they're like, never mind, not me. And they walk away from you. Then take a picture of them walking away from you. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that, because that conveys that they're leaving you. We don't want that. We want you to feel loved because of it. Then you'll need to get a picture of sunset. So these will happen over the weekend, okay? So you will have a couple pictures over the weekend as well, because J-term's technically only 7 days, but it covers 10 days on the calendar. So take a picture of a sunset, see if you can make that work, get the colors just the way you like them. The next day, squad goals, find a couple friends, get a picture taken with your friends, with your squad up, right? Squad goals. So maybe you just want to go out and get a picture with a couple people. Maybe there's a few people in the class you want to, right? Do what you want, but that's part of your 10-day photo challenge. Take a picture of shoes. Maybe they're dirty. Maybe that conveys to you a message of, look, these shoes get used. Maybe you got a shoe collection and you just want to show us your shoe collection. Maybe you've been kicking back and rocking those Air Jordans from a closet all this time, and you just want the world to know that you've got them. So take a picture of that. Take a picture of shoes. Then take a picture from a distance, something far, far away. Then take a picture of something black and white. So figure out how to do that. By the time we get to the black and white photos, we'll have gone through editing techniques. So that might help you out there a little bit. And then lastly, the final day is just something to do with water. Right, just be creative with it. So that's your 10-day photo challenge. You will be uploading these photos daily. We have a Google Drive that I've set up that you can be a part of. And inside of that Google Drive, you should find your name on a folder, and you'll just upload those pictures there. If for some reason you can't get into the Google Drive, I will have a Dropbox open for all of those, day 1 through 10. But our substitutes cannot get into our Dropboxes, so we're going to do it through a Google Drive so that she can access them for the first couple days that she's here as well. Okay, so that's it. That's our big thing. Again, I think there's a couple slides to follow for her to show you, but I just wanted you to hear it from my mouth. So we have a project, 15 photos to tell a story, be creative with it, and then you have a 10-day photo challenge. And ultimately, guys, apart from class participation, that's all you got to do this week, so it should be a pretty good time. There will be some days during our class where you guys will be able to go out into the courtyard or in the school, maybe into the woods, under close supervision, and take some pictures at that time as well. So we'll keep you informed. All right, cool. I'm probably sleeping at my house because my surgery is never fun, but I'm thinking of you while I'm doing nothing.